Like it's working. Let's see. There it is. It's coming through. Yes, yes, we know we got work to do. Hey now. It's working. We live on the tube. Got it. All right, so I'll send this to you after it uploads. I'll send you the downloaded one and then the YouTube link, and we'll work like that.
All right, perfect. Thank you.
Yeah, you're very welcome, Sam. The presentation is usually about like 30 minutes, and then I'll pretend as if students are here, and then that's it.
Okay. All right, perfect. Thank you.
Got you, Brody. Again, good evening, good afternoon, good morning, everyone. If you're here for the first time, this is my YouTube channel, Andrew TRiO. I'm here with my colleague Sam from our TRiO department here on campus, where I was asked to lead this TRiO workshop on LinkedIn and navigating that structure for all of you as young leaders in this world, but also college students, and how to continue to make your mark on LinkedIn, another social media platform. I'll tell you straight, I've been doing my LinkedIn for 8 years now. So the role that I've been playing in that is just consistently like building my brand, building awareness, and then also just connecting with other leaders as well to gain an understanding of what they're trying to do in this space and also inspire me as well with that journey. So I have a presentation and I'll go through that. At any points throughout the video, you could pause it and then write down your notes. Make sure you're holding yourselves accountable to it. And then also, if you have any questions, of course, you can hit myself up, hit up Sam, hit any of your advisors here on campus to continue to help you. Because as we all know at the Mount, we may have job descriptions and things like that that say of what we're supposed to do. However, what we see is we're here to serve a bigger purpose. We're not just here to do the role that we may be designed for. We're here to help all of you navigate life post college or post university structure here at the Mount. So I got the presentation up. This is my LinkedIn workshop. Let me just hide this thing up here. Hide video panel. God bless. Got it. Hide. Floating meeting controls. All right. All right. So for all of you, my name is Andrew Creel. I do prefer to go by Drew. The BS and the MBS that you see at the end of my name are just degrees that I earned during my time in education. Of course, the BS that was obtained here at the University of Mount St. Vincent. I have a degree in business with concentration in sports management. And then the MBS is my master's in business and also marketing strategy. I got that during the time overseas in Ireland. I got a great opportunity to go over there, and I'll be able to speak more about that as we continue on. Like I said, proud alum, class of 2018. First generation, come from a single family household. Didn't think college would be something that I would like finish out, honestly, truly, just because of the neighborhood and the environment I came from. However, if you know me, you know my mom, my grandma, my great grandma, that's my family. That's literally what Thanksgiving looks like around the dinner table. And for them, they always motivated me and inspired me to continue to aspire to get more, continue to move forward with my education. And those are the three women that I really did my college journey for. And now I'm reaping the benefits. And also, what I see is like I'm paying that forward to all of our students here at the Mount and all the other students I connect with on social media. And personal profile, I currently serve as a director of the Center for Leadership at the University of Mount St. Vincent. We just wrapped up our first year, so it's about 370 something days. With that little tidbit, we build leaders, period. I still hold that true. I feel like everyone's a leader in their own way. It's just about how you get that out of yourself and how you continue to serve other people. It could be your family, work life, club, partner, team, whoever it may be. But what I do is I really try to empower and encourage our students to be student leaders both in and outside the classroom. So when I say we build leaders, I mean we're building leaders for every space and place they want to take up, period. Along with that, I am a founder of a nonprofit called BU Stay True. We're celebrating 10 years this summer. We're going to be, well, what we've done is we've served over 800 children through basketball camps that we host once a summer. This past summer in 2023, we actually went to Puerto Rico, held our first basketball camp out there for around 50 kids, which was phenomenal just to see the mission of BU Stay True, which started in the Bronx, New York, go all the way to Aguadilla, Puerto Rico, and then do that event out there and also bring our student leaders from the Mount to be coaches and volunteers and standby nurses, aides, and things like that, just to see that come full circle. And again, I see such a synergy in my life now, serving as this position, also with BU Stay True, just as who I am as a Catholic man in this space. And it's just fulfilling to do what I do. All of these things is not just what I do, it's who I am, truly. Like this is what I'm about, developing, mentoring, and showing people you could always be more than the environment you come from. I heard recently we are no longer a product of our environments. We are a product of our decisions and actions. And I truly feel that. So that's why I try to provide for our students is more knowledge, more information, more accessibility to things so that they can continue to make better decisions, have better actions to create a better product that they want to be. Now, literally, this LinkedIn helped me land my first job at UMSV. Like, seriously, I graduated 2018. I left for Ireland August 24th, 2018. Came back May 19th. I went to go see my man's Nico graduate at Mount St. Vincent. And literally, when I came back, and nothing of it, but I was always posting on LinkedIn the same way I post on Instagram, the same way I post on Facebook, not the same way I post on TikTok, but the same way that I was being transparent and also sharing like my advice, things I was going through, I was sharing that on LinkedIn. And what I found was people at the Mount that I either had class with, that were supervisors, that knew me just because of basketball, being on the basketball team or having BU stay true, they would comment and like low key keep tabs. So for me, when I came back May 19th, I was fortunate to work a summer camp job at Mount St. Vincent. And literally it was easy, 8 to 4 p.m., play games with the kids, dodgeball, kickball, soccer, go to the pool, have lunch, easy. The only thing that was tough was that I was taking a commute from Co-op City. So Co-op City is on the east side of the Bronx. To get to Mount St. Vincent on the bus, it's about an hour 45, two buses. Beastie, but I had to get it done. So wake up at 5 a.m., get on the bus at 6, be at the Mount at 8, and we made it happen. Long story short, I posted I was back from Ireland. I posted I was working with this summer camp. And I remember after summer camp, I was still working out. So right in front of Grace Plaza between Elizabeth C. and Library and Hayes Auditorium, that patch of grass, that big grass, I was doing sprints. And I remember when I was done, I was walking back to the dorms because I was about to go get food in Spelman. And I'm walking between the library and science hall. And I'm walking there, cooling. I see a car pass by. It's my former boss who's currently at the Mount. She's like, hey, like I just saw you came back from Ireland on LinkedIn, yada, yada. Like, how's everything? And I'm like, everything's good. Working this summer job, got BU Stay True coming up, yada, yada. And then she's like, so what are you doing for work? And I'm like, this is what I'm doing. I'm looking for stuff, but nothing's really hitting, yada, yada. She's like, I'm like, I don't know what that means. And it's a conversation like through a car window. So I'm like, I'm laying, not laying, I'm like crunching down to see her. And she's like, let's have lunch tomorrow. I'll see you tomorrow. And I'm like, all right, I'm thinking nothing of it. She left. I went to the caf, got my eats. And then I got an email later saying, hey, Drew, let's follow up on that. Let's have lunch tomorrow. I'm like, all right, bet. So I come back to work the next day. I do the summer camp. I tell my summer camp bosses, like, yo, I got lunch with this person at the Mount. I got to do that. Long story short, we sat down. Bro, literally since that lunch, I've been hired at the Mount. We had an introductory conversation about my time overseas in Ireland, my time at the Mount, what I hope to do, aspirations, everything like that. And she offered me a position to be an assistant director of admission at UMSV. As you all know, or if you don't know, I worked in the admissions office for 4 years. And I was so fortunate to build community over there, increase our tour guide representation in terms of diversity, and also just be that bridge for students coming out of high school, 17, 18 years old, coming to this new space, be that person that I wish I saw when I was first going to college, someone who's a person of color, someone who comes from the same neighborhood, XYZ. And I thrived there. I truly did. I thrived there because one, I was passionate about the work I was doing, but two, I was also thankful and blessed with the opportunity to do what I was doing at the institution I graduated from. So just from a simple couple LinkedIn posts, it landed my career. It landed where I am now, serving as director of Center for Leadership. It landed everything that came after that moment just because of a simple post. So when I say LinkedIn is really like one of those top 5, top 2 um social media platforms, I really mean it because like Instagram, we're on there all day. TikTok, we may be on there all day, but how many connections, how much money are we bringing in? How many new friends, mentors, peers are we actually getting from these interactions? For me, I would say LinkedIn has been a lot bigger. When it comes to the professional photo, it's way different from the gram, it's way different from TikTok, Snap, all of those other things. And what I see with this is obviously we all know who this gentleman is, President Barack Obama, first African American president. And when you see his picture, we see someone who's clear, approachable, relatable. We see someone who isn't too like standoffish. We see someone that we could probably approach. This is the type of professional photo you want to have in your LinkedIn bio. And I'll show my LinkedIn profile after as I finish up the slides. But when you see something like this, This gives a good understanding of the work he does. Even the little representation of the American flag on his lapel shows obviously that he's American. He has pride in that. He's a patriot. But obviously as well, like he got a good cut, teeth looking good, eyebrows look good, got a fresh shave, got the nice watch. And again, these are all relatable opportunities for him to be able to connect with others. When we see this photo, this is the first thing people are going to see on your LinkedIn profile. So make sure this photo is not a selfie. It's not a 0.5. It's not a group among people, and then you crop yourself, so now it looks kind of awkward. You can take professional photos on your iPhone on the portrait mode, white background, gray background, whatever it may be. Stand up tall, have good posture, and just have your partner, your friend, your teammate, whoever your advisor take it for you, edit it a little bit, and you're good to go. Professional photos do not cost expensive. Right on the phone, you could do it. If you have the capability and you have the funds and the resources to get a professional photo, tap in. The summary section, I'll show that as well, is literally the same thing that we learned all through grade school. Who, what, when, where, why. It's the exact same thing. We want to let people know when they come to our profile, right? Like on our Instagram bio, we could put whatever we want in there. On our TikTok profile, the same thing. X and Snap, a little bit different because those are different platforms. But for LinkedIn, who are you? Who are you right now? So for me, when I first started, when I first started LinkedIn in college, my junior year, my LinkedIn profile said current junior college student at the College of Mount St. Vincent. Boom, done. So if you're a current student at the Mount, you want to say current to show people that you're in education now at University of Mount St. Vincent. When you put that University of Mount St. Vincent has something called search engine optimization. That SEO will automatically be connected with other alums, other people who work at the college, other people that go to the college that be like, oh, wow, that recent connection who said they are currently a student there is now someone on my kind of like at For You page. Now it's kind of like, all right, now I can request them to be a friend. What? The what is, what are you currently pursuing? So if you're a current student at the Mount with the LinkedIn, boom, who? Current student at the University of Mount St. Vincent. What? What is now going to be, what degree are you pursuing? Current student at the University of Mount St. Vincent, currently pursuing a degree in business administration, sociology, psychology, XYZ. In that major, with hopes to work in whatever field. Because now you're being super clear, right? If we just have the clear professional photo, that's step one. Now we have the clear summary section, that's part two. So with all of that, now we see, all right, now when? The when portion is same thing on your resume, expected to graduate in X year. With this, you can include that just to let people know that you are in a major program at an institution. However, if you don't want to include that, that is totally fine and okay too. When we get to the where is really big as well because we want to make sure that we're letting people know where you base. Although we have remote jobs and things like that that we can still apply to and things like that. We want to let people know because that's another relatable topic that could work in your favor. So you say all of these things, current student at UMSV, currently pursuing a degree in with a concentration in at the Bronx, New York, or in the Bronx, New York, or in New York City, or in Manhattan, wherever it may be. Because now when you start to build your posting and your profile and everything like that on LinkedIn, now people from those neighborhoods or those sections can now see you and now be like, all right, that's a local native. I'll probably reach out, send something to them to see if they want to tap into what we're doing here at our place of business or company. That last section, why, is huge as well. As you all know, I do a great TRiO workshop called Why Workshop. I do it in my class as well. Something to have people to focus on what is truly your why and what you're doing. What is the purpose of you living every day, having new opportunities, things like that. That why is huge. Why do people want to work in sports business? Why do you want to be why are you a psychology major? Why do you want to pursue a career working with kids? All of those details help you land certain jobs, opportunities, internships on LinkedIn. The more transparent we can be on social media in a professional way, the more opportunities that will continue to come your way because people will see that and be like, all right, I want to tap in with XYZ. So the why is huge as well. With that too, I just want to make sure if anybody's coming to the room, I'm full. All right.
Oh, sorry, it was actually me. I have a question.
Yeah, bro.
So, for what happens if a student is double majoring? Are they able to add both majors on the LinkedIn profile?
Yeah,
Or
absolutely. I've seen because we always get the psych and social majors. So we could say current major, currently coupled a current currently double majoring in psych and sociology, with a pursuit to work with XY students, XY career, things like that. So that's how I would do it.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, bro, of course. And feel free to hop on the mic anytime and just shut me up. No problem at all. When it comes to skills and endorsements, that's another thing that's big on LinkedIn as well. Think of skills and endorsements kind of like a plug for your friend. Like, oh, my friend's so good at doing this. Oh, my friend recently did this. Oh, my friend could really do this really well. On LinkedIn, you can actually like high key gas up your friends, gas up your advisors, your professors, and basically say that they're good at something. And I'll show that section on the LinkedIn profile as well. But when you see top 6 skills to include in your LinkedIn profile, take a moment to take that in and digest it. Because what I see here is these are certain things that people need in their company. They're currently looking for. Literally to a T, they're putting these words in job boards, in job descriptions, because they're looking for this in LinkedIn as well. Because as we all know, if you start applying on LinkedIn, you could do something called easy apply. And basically what it does is LinkedIn will send your profile to jobs that have this certain words on it. So if you have these words on your LinkedIn profile as endorsements or skills that you currently have, they will basically be able to connect smoother and you'll get more opportunities, more interviews with current jobs and internships. The analytical I love, right? Problem solving, critical thinking, analytical reasoning. When I see those 3 things, some people, myself included, I'd be like, I don't know if I got all of those things. Like, however, the critical thinking, if you have an event to attend at 4 and you got class at 5, the critical thinking there, although very minute, is all right, I can only attend the event from 4 to 4:45 to leave me 15 minutes to get to class on time, get over there, get my stuff, get settled in, and be ready for 5. That's critical thinking, legit. When we look at business, administrative, business storytelling, business analysis, that business storytelling is huge. For all of you students who manage a social media platform, whether it's your personal business, entrepreneurial endeavor, a current school or UMSV social profile, if you have any implication or work on that, that is business storytelling. You are telling the story of the business, the platform that you are currently serving, working with, or for. Lastly, that people skill, that persuasion, adaptability, emotional intelligence, that adaptability is huge. I was talking about that last night with yesterday on another video with another person named Eli, who runs this business called the Two Alive Tour, where they go around to high schools promoting soft skills such as adaptability. Here in higher education specifically, adaptability is crucial. Like you need adaptability every single day to make sure that you are thriving in this place. However, in businesses and other companies, you're going to need that as well. That is adaptable. That is a trait that every single person should have. So when you think about those people skills, those are things that you can highlight on your LinkedIn profile in the skills and endorsements. And then you can also ask your friends to send you an official like endorsement as well. Like, hey, this person is so good at being adaptable because they've been able to manage 2 clubs, 6 classes, off-campus job, and an internship this past semester. Like those are storytelling moments that people want to know when they're hiring. Another thing, top 10 most sought after skills on LinkedIn. This was actually posted on LinkedIn. I screenshotted it, saved it, so we could all have it here today. When I look at all of these things and you look at it as well, some of them may stick out. Some of them may be like, why the heck is it there? However, when you see soft skills, these are things that aren't necessarily on the job descriptions when you start to apply, but these are things that people want to, these are the characteristics that people want to work with the people that have them. When we think about that creative thinker, we want to work with somebody that is not always limited in ideas, but open to out of the box ideas. We don't always have to do something because that's only the way to do it. Or even friendly personality. That is so easy, to seek or have, but it has to be intentional. So when you start to look and post and create on LinkedIn, again, you want to display your personality as much as possible. Because something I'm going to say later is people don't hire resumes. People hire people. The resume stuff is what gets you in the door. It gets you to that first preliminary interview. It gets you to that Zoom interview. However, at the end of the day, they're going to see the vibe. They're going to make sure, is this person fitting in with our team? Is this person going to fit in with our students? Is this person going to fit in within our structure? So highlighting your friendly personality is huge. And again, that's why I advocate and say to students, you have to continue to show that personality on LinkedIn because people want young, brilliant, creative minds. So when we think about that, the young, brilliant minds, creating that personal brand is super important. We all know this woman here, Dr. Susan Burns, our current president at the University of Mount St. Vincent, currently completing her 4th year at the institution, has done phenomenal work for us here at the University of Mount St. Vincent, including the name change from College of Mount St. Vincent to University of Mount St. Vincent. When you look at her and you see her, she has that similar photo to President Barack Obama. Clear, defined. You get a certain vibe from her, right? When you look at that as well, though, take a self-reflection moment for you. What are your interests? What is the current environment you're in? What does your current life look like? And also, what are your interests? For me, my current environment, I work in higher education. I work with students. I work with students who are 18 to 22. My current life, I'm currently living at home. I'm a Bronx resident, a New York native. Your interests, I love basketball. I love wrestling. I love creating on social media, different type of videos and storytelling. All of those different things. When you think about yourself, how can you answer all of those questions? Because as you answer all of those questions, you are now building your brand. Not a brand like a Nike or anything, but you are building your personal brand so that when people interact with you or when you leave a room or a space, they have a leftover feeling of when you were there. They know exactly who that person is, things that are important to them, why they do the certain things that they do, because you have built that brand. However, if we don't highlight ourselves, if we don't showcase that brand, how can people know? When we think about commercials, that is how people get out their brand to the masses. That's how they do sponsorships and ads on Instagram and on TikTok to let people know about their brand so that we can fall in love with the story and the marketing behind it and then be a believer in the brand and then hopefully an ally to the brand. You want to do the same thing. You want future people to be like, I endorse XYZ person. I support XYZ person. I love this person because they do such good work with XYZ. So the same way that Susan does it, the same way that I do it, the same way that Sam does it, you can do it too as a university student. You're pursuing some type of degree. Think about how many people have graduated with that degree. That is your connection. Boom, right there. Your current life, a current student. There's other students at different institutions probably doing the same work you're doing, just in different avenues. There's an opportunity to connect and learn and grow from there. Always, period. And that's why I post crazy on Instagram with UMSV leads. More posting equals more presence, period. If you do not post, people will not know. So on LinkedIn, when you're posting, be authentic. It has to be authentic. And when we think about authenticity, obviously be you, stay true. That's the moniker. That's why I got tatted on my chest. But when we see here, be authentic. You speak to these 3 bullets: current environment, current life, your interests. Because when you're posting about that, now you're building your brand. You're kind of doing those commercials and ads. You're posting, you're showcasing, you're highlighting. So now that when other people see it, now they're like, oh, you talked about something that I'm interested in too. Comment. Oh, you just shared this great article about XYZ pertaining to your life. Share. Now that increases your visibility because now these people are advocating for you. It's the same game we play on Instagram, TikTok, Snap, X. It's the same type of game, just a different type of environment. You will not be good at it when you first start. Remember, I did this 9 years ago, my junior year of college. I'm getting better and better every day because it's 9 years of work. So the same thing for you. If it may be daunting, it may be scary, I encourage you to just try. Throw up a photo on there, post once a day, post once a week as a starter, 4 times a month, and just see where it goes. Because as you post more, your presence will increase. And ultimately, if you do not post and you be like, oh, you come to Sam or myself or another advisor, yo, I need help finding a job. Yo, no one's hiring. Yo, no one has, reached out. No one's helping. No one wants to help you with this, blah, blah, blah. If you're out of sight, you're out of mind. So we got to make sure as on this LinkedIn, it is a tool. Just as this phone is a tool for many things, LinkedIn is that next tool for all of you to say, all right, how can I start getting on this platform to really wow out so that people can see me? Because out of sight is truly out of mind. But more posting equals more presence. So would you rather be on this side or would you rather be on this side? Because at the end of the day, people hire people, not resumes. That resume is an extremely good tool. However, it is limited. It is limited because it doesn't show your soft skills when you get into that interview. It doesn't show the skills and endorsements that you have. So you got to make sure once you start posting, now you're really going to live up to the hype when you get to those interviews and those spaces. These are the three connections you should make at UMSV for examples of content. When you get on LinkedIn, you're going to find mad people who work at UMSV, have graduated, are current students. These are the three people I recommend you connect with. First are your professors. Think about it. You take the classes with them. You see them 3 times, 2 times, or 1 time a week. These are probably going to be your biggest advocates. When you learn something dope in class, share that on LinkedIn. Had a great time today in my marketing one-on-one class with Professor XYZ. We learned about 1, 2, 3. I'm so excited to continue to pursue my degree in business. Done. Finito. Easy, just like that. Or the same thing for psych. Just wrapped up my second meeting with my psych professor, discussing my statistics homework. I can't believe I came this far as a freshman to a senior, finishing up this work. I'm looking forward to graduating in May in 73 days. Hashtag psych majors. Finito. Done. And the way you could do that is by highlighting the work that the professor's already doing. You just got to clip that, put that in there, and then that's your LinkedIn post right there. Second are peers. Peers are classmates, teammates, roommates, dorm mates, whoever it may be, advisors, myself as a peer, Sam as a peer as well. Those three lines. You are the company you keep. So if you have all your friends posting on LinkedIn and you're the one not posting on LinkedIn, now you out that loop. Now you're not in that same type of timing as your friends. So are you going to be the people that are going to be posting on LinkedIn to create these further connections? Or are you just dubbing it because it's like, oh, no, I don't know how to do it. I don't really want to do it. But why should I do it? But instead, start surrounding yourself with people who are posting on LinkedIn. Because as you have those conversations and connections, they're going to be the ones like, you're putting each other on, sharing certain articles, XYZ. The next one is your network is your net worth. Pardon me. I messed up that spelling. Actually, I'm going to fix that. I don't like that. Your network is your net worth. Pardon me. Fire. Yep, that's good. When I think about that quote all the time, it's true. Like the people you hang around are going to be the people who determine where you land up and end up in life. And as we all know, as we progress through college or even our early stages of our career, as we progress up, some people are going to have to be let go. Some people are going to fall off the path. Some people are not going to be invited up. And that is okay because while you're on that path going up, new people are going to come into that journey, come into that as your ally, as your advocate, and progress forward with you. Those people are going to be your peers and distant mentors, which I'll tap into the next one. That last one for peers, inspire and hold one another accountable, is the same type of thing that we talk about the first 2 bullets. Are the people that you're surrounding yourself with on LinkedIn as well? Are the people you're surrounding yourself with posting on LinkedIn, sending you jobs? Are you sending those back? Are you sending interesting articles back and forth? Are you sending new pieces of content to just try on LinkedIn? These are different things that you're going to see from your peers. And again, if we don't talk about it, if we don't do workshops like this, then LinkedIn will be something you only do when you're a junior or senior to try to get a job. I'm telling you now, period. If you hop on LinkedIn as a junior or senior, you will be less successful if you hopped on it earlier. The earlier you hop on it, earlier you learn the trends and things to do, the earlier you start to connect and learn from different people, and then you start to just try often, fail forward, and just grasp what the LinkedIn profile is really supposed to be. Now, last one is distant mentors. Start to look for people who have graduated with the degree that you're pursuing, because what you'll do is you can follow their journey because they're providing the blueprint. When I think about that blueprint, I think about those things that we don't know only if we knew it. I think about people who have went through things so that they could teach those behind them coming up. And for that, the distant mentors is a huge, huge thing to use. And again, on LinkedIn, it's similar to Instagram. You could just follow or connect, and I'll show you that coming up. So you could follow them and just keep tabs on them, or you could connect, which can make you a connection, showcasing that you have some type of relationship with that person. When I say stay in touch, the stay in touch is supposed to be intentional. So this is my number, my email, and also the Instagram for UMSV leads. This is your gateway, so I don't have to gatekeep. My gate are always open to provide information for each and every student on this campus in the world, because gatekeeping is corny. It does not make sense to me. But when it comes to this LinkedIn game, people want to help. So the same way you see my information on here, take a screenshot, send me a text, email, DM, whatever it is, because I want to help you. We need more young people on LinkedIn. We need more people to show people how to do certain work. We need more people to showcase that you are more than enough to do the work on LinkedIn. but also highlight like the work that each one of you are doing as student leaders. Like I see it. I see the events. I see the work that each one of you have to do on your dance teams, on your events, things like that. And when I think about that, I'm thinking like, yo, that's great content. That's content that I wish I was doing as a student so that I could showcase that when I go to a job, when I go to an interview. Hey, what experience do you have working with marketing or business? Well, actually, I've been working in a club. I've been working in certain office on campus, XYZ. So those are all different things to think about. Sam, if you got any questions, let me know, and then I'll go over to my LinkedIn profile now.
Honestly, everything was self-explanatory. I'm actually learning a lot of things myself, so I definitely appreciate this workshop.
I appreciate you, bro. Let me share this screen. And again, super thankful for the opportunity. Something that I'm jacking now is that, collaborators are up top, competitors are down at the bottom. And we both up top right now, again, engaging with our students. So I'm thankful for the opportunity for real, Sam. Thank you. All right, man. Well, we go to LinkedIn. It's actually a nice profile. Like it looks great, right? Like how it looks. I love at the top. This is your bar up here. Home. Same thing as like Instagram or TikTok. You go into your home profile. My network is basically just going to show you people that you've been connecting with, but also people who have sent you friend requests. Here we go. Something went wrong. Go to your
Yeah,
feed.
so I was actually on my LinkedIn. I think LinkedIn is actually down because I've been
No way.
yes, I've been trying to log in because I was like trying to like do everything that you were. Yeah, it's
That's comedy. I think I got one thing to try, maybe. I know I could share from my iPhone or iPad. No, plug in.
the
Jesus.
phone is not working either. The app isn't working.
Nah, that is God showing, yo, enough.
Let me look at it again. I've been trying.
All good, bro. All good. For those watching, something to think about on LinkedIn as well. So you can send friend requests, you can send follows as well. Also on those pages on LinkedIn, you can follow certain businesses and companies to like stay in the loop. So if you're someone who likes music, you can follow the Spotify page, the Apple page to keep trends and also watch what they're doing. What I love about it is that sometimes on LinkedIn, they'll promote jobs, internships, career networking opportunities, things like that to increase their visibility and again, build that brand. So think about it like that. Like you could follow a page, connect with that brand, then see like the person who posted it, follow them, and then follow up with an email like, hey, I just saw the Apple post. I'm thinking about going to the event. I'm a current senior. I'm looking for a certain job. Would you be able to have a 15-minute conversation? Like it's so easy on the LinkedIn because again, the profile is not a social media, Instagram, TikTok profile. Like we're not putting on that persona on social media. On LinkedIn, we're actually being our most authentic professional selves. So when you think about that, that is what you want to continue to elevate. Make those personable, tangible connections on LinkedIn. If I can show my profile, that could probably work too. Hopefully. Let's see. Maybe incognito. Hmm. Let's see. Let's see. Think this might work on my phone. I think I'm connected. Hey now. Come on, LinkedIn.
Yeah, I think like the whole like server's down.
Wow.
But at least you could actually see your profile. Mine is just it just stays loading and then it says something went wrong.
Okay. Okay. All right. So I'll try from here. Okay. This is easy. I got you. All right. So experience on the LinkedIn profile as well, like your homepage or like your profile page, you should be stating your experience. Think of it like regurgitating your resume on a social platform. So I'm gonna go all the way down to show all my experience. Hopefully, if it loads, no. Okay. So, for example, 2017, you see at the bottom, president of the College of Mount St. Vincent Student Athlete Advisory Committee. That was a role I held on campus, a leadership role. That was something that I was passionate about, but also work which was done within that. I did that for a year. So that was something that I put. I also highlighted I was a student athlete. Again, being a student athlete, that takes work. That's commitment. 6 days a week, 2-hour practices, games, travel, XYZ. upon being a student, that's something to be proud of. While I was also a junior going into senior year, I was a student worker in the Department of Operations. So I worked with the operations department on campus, which is on the third floor of Founders Hall. So I put that as my job as well, because again, I was building my resume. But when I built my LinkedIn profile, I had to think about everything I did prior and then add that. You see the graduate student. I was a graduate student at LIT, Limerick Institute of Technology, out in Limerick, Ireland. So I put that again to let people know I spent some time abroad and also got my master's degree. So any degrees, certifications, anything like that, you put that up there. Next was my seasonal camp job that I talked about earlier when I was working out after, and then my former boss pulled up on me, was like, hey, let's have lunch. This is the job I was doing. I did it from a freshman year all the way to senior year, or even like the year after. And that's important just to let people know I worked with kids. I worked leading teams and other counselors. And then lastly, you already know the vibe, founder of BU Stay True. When you see that, it shows people that I developed something on my own, and also I've been doing it for a long time, so it adds longevity to it. And then lastly is the most recent experience. Same thing as a resume. Most recent experience goes up top. Less relevant experience goes towards the bottom. Here you can see, let's see. Nope. All right. So you can see my most three recent positions. Last year is when I left admissions. I was the senior associate director. 2 years ago, that's when I got promoted, 2022. So from 2022 to February 2023, I served as a senior associate director for admission. Where? In the Bronx. How long? 6 months, blah, blah, blah. When I left and I became the director of the Center for Leadership, that one in the middle, you can see I've been doing it for a year and about 2 months. I have what I did in what I'm doing and what I did in that position right there. And then also it lets people know I'm in the Bronx, New York, United States, and on site. I'm not working remote. I'm doing it on site, not hybrid. And then lastly, as you all know, I teach a class. I didn't get the opportunity till August of 2023. So I put myself as a lecturer. Reason being, some people may say, Drew, you could just keep that under director. I'm like, nah, that's a different type of game. Director of Center for Leadership is one type of work. However, this lecture is a different type of work. Now I'm stepping into academia. I'm not just doing events and being an advisor. I'm stepping into academia, curating a syllabus, things like that, and then also working with students on hand within the Bridge program, students at the Mount, freshmen through seniors. So those are different things that I can continue to put, and that's why I put it there. All under the UMSV umbrella is University of Mount St. Vincent. 4 years and 9 months. My fault. I'm in the credit. When you see all of that, now anyone who goes to my LinkedIn profile, they can see all of my experiences that I've been doing since an academic student all the way up to a full-time employee at the college. Along with that, there's another education portion. You could put in your bachelor's degree and any other degrees, certifications, licenses that you've achieved, whether it's academia based or not. Put that in there. My most recent, I was in the Next Gen Fellowship for Moral Leadership this past fall, where I participated in 50 weeks of programming with other leaders across the country, honestly, around the world, to be honest, from like Levi, 92nd Street Y, Morgan Stanley, Goldman Sachs. And that was a dope experience just to continue to develop my moral leadership muscle. I put that in there because why not? It shows people that I'm dedicated to being a leader. I participated in training and also have a connection with a whole new group of people. The volunteering aspect is there as well. So you could put down that information as well. Not necessarily job experience, but volunteering experience is super important too. So you see all of those things. When you continue to go down, you can even get more in depth. Publications. Do you have a blog, a vlog, a website? Put that there. You see BU Stay True is there. Courses. I remember when I first started, I'm like, I'm going to really put down all my courses. And that's what I did. Let's see if it loads. Hey, now, I put down all my courses that I took. And maybe if you're watching this, you're probably like, oh, wow, I took that course too. The reason being is for the SEO benefit, the search engine optimization. Some people who may teach these courses, some people who may have taken these courses as well. LinkedIn does a great job connecting those individuals. So now anyone who's taking those courses, they're going to show up on my FYP page, like legit. They're going to show up on my display. Languages, I put my English and Spanish. Spanish is not the best. I still put it there, again, to be an advocate for me. When I look at that as well, all the people that I've also viewed, you can see them there, students, TEDx speakers, alums, things like that. And then also they suggest people you may know. And when you see it, you see them, and then you'll also connect with them if you know them. If you do not know someone, the goal is to not connect with them. The goal is to follow and continue to build a brand with them. Because once you connect with them, it shows some type of understanding that you actually know the person. You want to make sure that any creation or relationships that you're forming is authentic, similar to the posting that you're doing. I think with all of that information, each one of you can be successful in your LinkedIn pursuit. As we see, it takes effort, it takes trying, and it takes asking and just being sincere about it. Ask people all the time, yo, I need help trying to develop this LinkedIn post. Or like, I don't know if my language is too right for this. Or like, should I post a video on my experience doing XYZ? I say yes to all because you never know what's gonna hit and what's not gonna hit. And when I say hit, it's literally if it's gonna make an impression on someone that could be a future employer, a future supervisor, a future peer, a future mentor. Same thing we do on IG, TikTok, X, all of those things, Snap as well, is try, post, throw everything against the wall. And I promise you, the more you try, the better successful you will be on LinkedIn. Sam, I appreciate the time, my brother. And I appreciate this opportunity to connect with all of you on the YouTube channel. And of course, any questions at all, UMSV leads, leave a comment on the video. And again, I'm so grateful for this opportunity. Thank you guys for the time and watching this YouTube broadcast. Appreciate y'all.
Thank you, Drew. I appreciate it.
Absolutely, brother. Appreciate you too.